All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live. This is Josh Goldstein, your favorite immigration lawyer. And this is the first live broadcast of 2024. I'm so excited to be with you. Hope everybody is doing really, really well. I'm coming to you live from my house today. I'm in what we call the lizard room. You can see back here, there's a lizard. And today we're talking about something that is kind of a question that's on everyone's mind, and it's about motions to dismiss. So let's get right into that. And after I do this, I'm going to be answering any questions that you have. So before we talk about motions to dismiss, let me give you a background of what a motion to dismiss is and so on. So, as you may know, what we do, our stock and trade, is to help people whose immigration cases are stuck. They go to an interview, they're supposed to get approved, but instead of getting approved, they're just put in administrative processing, or they're told that the case needs to be reviewed, or there's a security check, or there's a background check. There's some sort of mysterious delay. Oh, hello, Arya, Descreen, Akib. Welcome, 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 and welcome to my friends also on Instagram as well. I am doing great. So when someone's case gets stuck, whether it's naturalization, green card, visas, or anything else, we can help. We go to court and we file a lawsuit against the USCIS and the State Department. And the basis of the lawsuit is that the delay in the case is unreasonable. It's just not fair. It's not right. It's not reasonable. And that's why we sue. And when we file the lawsuit, usually we get a great result very quickly. But sometimes, instead of getting a great result really quickly, the government responds by filing what is called a motion to dismiss. Now, in the motion to dismiss, they make legal and factual arguments why they do not need to take any action on your immigration case. They can say that they basically make the argument that the delay is not unreasonable. It's perfectly fair. It's great that you've had to wait for 3 or 4 years to get your green card or your asylum case or your visa or anything like that. It's really unfair, but that they make that argument. And they make other legal arguments for why they don't have to do their job. These arguments are not very persuasive, but they make them nonetheless. My voice is gone. Let me check. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Can you hear me? Give me a comment below if you can hear me. Oh, okay. Aria, you freaked me out there. I thought you couldn't hear me. So the government makes arguments in its motion to dismiss, and we fight back. We get these motions to dismiss all the time. But I think there is some sort of perceived problem with a mandamus lawsuit, and people are coming to us and they're saying, yes, I want to do a mandamus lawsuit, but I heard that that doesn't work anymore, because if you file a mandamus lawsuit, you're just going to get a motion to dismiss. And I want to push back against that notion. Mandamus lawsuits work extremely well. They are very, very effective if your case is delayed. If your case is delayed and you're frustrated and you can't take it anymore, and you hire us and we take on your case and we file your case, we're confident you're going to get a good result and you're going to get it quickly. That doesn't mean that we can guarantee that. Doesn't mean that every case ends up that way. But for the most part, we're very, very confident of this. Now, the notion that mandamus lawsuits don't work anymore because you're going to get a motion to dismiss, it's just wrong. It's just not our experience at all. But it is the perception that a lot of people have. So I want to talk more about the details of the motion to dismiss so you can understand better how we react. So when we get a motion to dismiss, we fight back. We're here to fight for you, our client. We are here to fight to help you achieve your immigration goal. And we believe that justice requires that the immigration agency, USCIS, and the State Department, and the consulates, and the embassies, that they owe you a yes or no decision, hopefully a yes. They owe you that decision within a reasonable period of time. They do. And if they're sitting on your case for a very, very long time, they can't just keep doing that. They have to take action. They have to. And when we get a motion to dismiss, we fight back. We have a process internally. We prepare a thorough, diligent response, and we're in it to win it. And we're going to fight like hell against the government. Now, what you have to understand too is that when it comes to a mandamus lawsuit, uh, you are not you're not trying to win the lawsuit. You're trying to get your visa, your green card, your work permit, your asylum case. You're trying to get this sorted out immediately. That's what you're trying to do. What happens in court is just a tool to help you achieve that goal. Let me explain why I'm making this distinction. We had a case where we filed a lawsuit to help someone whose asylum application was delayed for many years, almost 4 years. And in response, the government filed a motion to dismiss. We responded to the motion to dismiss, and the court granted the government's motion. We lost the lawsuit. But do you want to know what happened right after we lost the lawsuit? He was scheduled for an interview for his asylum case, which is what he wanted, went to the interview, and he got approved. So did we really lose the lawsuit? Well, technically we did, but the lawsuit was a tool that helped us achieve the goal. So the bottom line, I don't think you have anything to be afraid of if you get a motion to dismiss. We don't get upset when we get motions to dismiss. It's not the news we were hoping to get, but we take it in stride. And when we get motion to dismiss, we have a whole process to help you. There's nothing you should be worried about. It is a trend a little bit, but it doesn't mean that the lawsuit is less effective than it used to be. And I think you really have nothing much to worry about. So with that, I'm going to take any questions that you have, and I'm going to try my best to answer them. Let's see what we've got. So, all right. Let's see. I have here a question from a Facebook user. Why are you not taking legal action against this long-term system, administrative processing? Well, in the lawsuits that we file, we are challenging administrative processing delays. So if you come to us and your case is stuck in administrative processing, we are going to file a lawsuit saying that the delay in your case is not reasonable. So we are helping individual clients and people just like you fight back against administrative processing. If your question is, why are you not fighting the entire system of using administrative processing? I don't really have a legal strategy to do that. I have a way of helping individual people who have been stuck in administrative processing. And I hope that by filing so many lawsuits, we filed nearly 1,000 lawsuits in the last year. By filing so many lawsuits, it's my hope that it forces the government to make changes. But it's a great question. Here's a question from Arya. How long does it take between motions to dismiss and a final decision? So when we get a motion to dismiss, we file a response within about 2 weeks. And after that, it's anyone's guess as to how long this would take. Sometimes things drag on for a really long time, and other times they're sorted out more quickly. But I would expect to see a decision within a couple of months. But again, what you're looking for is not a decision on the motion to dismiss. You're looking for what we call movement. So, in other words, if you have a delayed green card application, for example, your green card application is stuck and you file a lawsuit, and then there's a motion to dismiss. And then after we respond to the motion to dismiss, the government comes back and says, send us your medical exam. We consider that to be a positive sign of movement. So that's why I would ask you to look at the movement rather than a positive decision. Here is Akib Ali Chata. He says here, before they said marriage looks not bona fide, but now USCIS call to Congress, lady, due to security reasons, they stop. I would love to help you, but I don't understand that question. If anybody does, how much do you charge? The fee that I charge depends on what you need help with. So I would need to know more about your case. And if you have questions or need help, you can reach out to me. Here's my email, joshua@jgoldlaw.com. I hope that helps. I'm going to answer any questions that you have here. Let's see here. Here's a question from Andrea Del Barco. I got my bona fide 2021, still waiting for a U visa. I'm November 2016. When do you think I should be having it? And is there anything I can do to expedite it? I lost my dad and my brother. I have my mother with 88 years old. I'm really sorry to hear that, Andrea. I think that you should contact me, and I'll put my email on there, joshua@jgoldlaw.com. I'd like to ask more questions and learn more about your situation to see if I can help you out. But I want to thank you for tuning in and see if I can reach out to help. All right. What other question? Mokin James. Let's go to Instagram. Instagram. What do you got for me? Let's take some questions. When will the visa bulletin come out for the diversity visa lottery? It's coming out soon. I don't have the exact date. Keep in mind that diversity visa lottery is time sensitive. You have to get your visa sorted out by September 30th, and if you don't, then it's all over. All right, Sherry. Let's go to Sherry's question. My husband had his interview in August 2021. He was denied because they thought our marriage was fraudulent, but I was only there in Pakistan for one visit. I had Senator number one review. So it sounds, Sherry, it sounds like they don't believe that your marriage relationship is genuine. You only went to Pakistan for one visit. I would love to talk to you more about your case. And if you want to come on the show or consult with me, I would love to do that. But I will, I'll share my thoughts with you now. First of all, it's very hard sometimes to prove that the marriage relationship is genuine. That's especially true if there's an age gap. That's also especially true if the woman U.S. citizen petitioner is older than the man. And I'm not saying that is situation for you, but I'm just pointing that out generally. And I know that is unfair, but nevertheless, I'm making that observation. You only went to Pakistan once to see him, but it's hard. You have a life in the US. Presumably you have a job, maybe you have a family here, you have a life, and Pakistan is a long ways away. And so going there is not an easy thing to do. I get that. But nevertheless, you're being judged because of that. So I think that my best advice to you would be to see if you can spend time with him. Go to Pakistan, uh, go to another country, maybe meet in Dubai or somewhere else, and see if you can spend time with him and do that more regularly and build up the evidence. I'd love to see pictures of you with his parents, if that's possible. I'd love to a record of your communication. Um, and if they don't believe that your marriage relationship is real, file a new I-130 and do it with our help. We can help you. We'd love to help you. We have tons of Pakistani clients and we love bringing people together. So I would do that. Here's a Facebook user. I am under administrative processing for 7 months. What are the chances of success if I file a lawsuit now? And if I don't succeed, isn't that a waste of money? Um, well, if you're under administrative processing for 7 months, then I would be quite certain that your case qualifies for representation if you wanted to file a mandamus lawsuit. What are the chances of success? Well, if you're asking me what the chances are that you will get approved, I would ask you to tell me what's going on with your case. If your case is based on marriage, is your marriage relationship genuine? If your case is based on an H-1B visa, is it a real job? Are there any legal issues that you're aware of that would prevent you from getting this? If you have a criminal conviction, for example, that could affect your eligibility. If there's no obvious reason why your case is delayed, then I think that you have a strong chance of success. Um, if you don't succeed, isn't that a waste of money? Well, you know what else is a waste of money? Sitting around for 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months. We've had people waiting in administrative processing for years. That also is a waste of money. And it's not just a waste of money, it's a waste of an opportunity. So there's always a risk with everything in life. There are risks, but I don't think that you can't just keep sitting on your hands forever. You have to take action. At some point, you have to take action. And I think you should, if it's been 7 months, I don't see why you would keep waiting unless you think that it's going to get approved if you keep waiting. Um, Here is Mokeen James. You skipped my question, LOL. I'm sorry. I will go back to your question. Here it is. Let's see here. Mokeen James says, hello, I got an RFE for a medical exam 1 month after I submitted the I-130 and I-485. Is it a good sign that USCIS may waive the interview, or is it just because of a delay? Mokrane, forgive me. I think it's a great news. If they sent you an RFE for your medical exam, I would count that as a very good sign. That is a good sign. That means that they are probably going to make a decision on your case, and it's probably going to be a positive one. If they wanted to deny you, they wouldn't ask you to do a medical exam. So I wouldn't celebrate, but um, I would keep your fingers crossed, and I hope that it works out. And if you need help or have questions, then reach out to me. Um, let's go back to Instagram and see what questions we have. I have someone on there that says, please do my IG question. So I'm going to go back to find this. Please do my IG question. Let's see what I can come up with. In the meantime, I would love it if you would tell me where you live, where you're coming from right now. I know we had someone tuning in from Australia, which is pretty cool. I am in downtown I'm not in downtown. I'm in Los Angeles at my house in what we call the lizard room. If you look back there, you can see a cage with some lizards in it. My kids love it. Let's see here. So we have someone who says, I have a dismissed simple possession charge on an undergraduate F1 visa from Penn State. I came back to my home country. Now will I be able to get a new F1 visa? Well, I don't know what it means to be simple possession. Is that a possession of a weapon? Is it a possession of heroin? I'm assuming it's possession of marijuana, but how much marijuana? But I think that would probably make it difficult, maybe impossible to get your student visa. You're going to have to disclose this on a new DS 160 when you go to apply for um, your F1 visa. I hope you get your visa, but I'm concerned about that. And let me know if I can help you. Here's a question that I got about a motion to dismiss. It's Joshua. Can I send you copies of the documents if you wish to? I read it again today to fully understand it. The defendants say the U.S. Congress has not defined what is an immigration case, unreasonable delay, and also, in their view, the unreasonable delay is a case over 5 years waiting. This is absolutely outrageous. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I would love to help you. We've been waiting in administrative processing for 6 years. Sherry, I hope you contact me. I would love to have you as a client. And if I can't help you, at least I'd love to have you consult with us, because 6 years, that's a long time. That's a really long time. Here again is my email. If Sherry, if you were denied your visa for only visiting one time, I would say, how many times have you visited in the last 6 years? Keep going, go back again, meet in Dubai or Europe. Let's see. Descreen, you skipped me twice, so I just deleted my question to you. I'm sorry, Descreen. Don't take it personally. I'm looking for your question now. Tell me what your question is. What am I to do? I apologize to you, Descreen. Here we go. I fell for my husband 4 years ago, and I keep hearing on the recording there's nothing outstanding. I've been in this country for 40 years. That's great. We need to help you. I'm trying to find your question. Descreen, would you mind reposting your question? I hope you're still listening, and I hope I can help you. Please repost it to see. In the meantime, I'm going to go to my friend on Facebook, Abdul Rahman. I transferred my CR1 case from the Islamabad embassy to Muscat embassy due to backlog, and I have my interview on December 26th, which is great. But the consular officer gave me 221 the next G. I received DS 5535. Now, if I file a lawsuit, does it affect my case if I transfer from one embassy to the other? The question is no, but I think it's premature to file a lawsuit. Today is, what is today? January 10th. You've been in administrative processing for 15 days. I'm sure that is not easy for you. It's a cause for concern, but you can't file a lawsuit because you've been in administrative processing for 2 weeks. I think you'd want to give it 4 months, 5 months before you'd even begin looking at that. So I hope you get your visa without a lawsuit, but if you're still stuck in the spring, let me know. Cases under security review was the reason changed. What do I do? Descreen. Let me go to screen. I was denied citizenship at the video over 40 years ago due to them not finding any army documents, which I lost in the process of losing a home. Okay. Well, 40 years ago, you know, what can we do to help you today? I fell for my husband over 5 years ago. Now I'm married. I got married. I always keep saying that it's in process and there's nothing. Discrete. I wonder if you have an immigration lawyer, if you have a good immigration lawyer, an effective immigration lawyer. I'd love to consult with you to try to help you, to review what happened, and to see what we can do to help get you sorted out. Here's my email address. Whoops, I posted it wrong. It has a typo. I'm going to repost my email address, joshua@jgoldlaw.com. Can you guys see the lizards over here? Let me know what you think about that. That's kind of strange, but here we are. The lizard room, live from the lizard room. Okay, here's my email, joshua@jgoldlaw.com. Sumit Patel, my friend and brother on Facebook. I'm inquiring about the next step. My father was a principal applicant on our F1 visa. Me and my mom were under the same petition. The immigrant visa is approved. We booked our flights with them. However, my father passed away in India a couple weeks ago. I'm really sorry. Please advise me on the circumstances. My mom is a principal applicant. Can me enter the U.S.? So my understanding is the visa has already been issued. You have the visa in your hand. Is that right? If so, then I don't think you have to worry about your eligibility. I think you could do it. I think you can come in. I'd have to look at the facts more carefully before I could give you a definitive answer. Carlos De Brito, can you please answer my question? I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to switch back to Instagram to try to answer some questions from our Instagram friends. Carlos says, if you have a 2-year temporary green card, can you put in a petition for your parents? The answer is no, you cannot. In order to petition for your parents, you have to be a U.S. citizen. So, but if you have a 2-year conditional green card, then you might be in the process where you could apply for citizenship soon. And if that's the case, then you're on track. Hello, Josh. You're the best lawyer. I follow you in every video. Oh, we have someone flattering me here. Thank you. It's very kind of you. I have a question. I believe you will answer me according to your experience. How long can administrative processing take? Well, that's like saying how long is a piece of string? How long can your process? Administrative processing has no limit. It can take forever. We've had people who contact us 2 weeks after they've had been in administrative processing. And then we have people who've contacted us after being in administrative processing for more than 5 years. That's right, more than 5 years. We have a lot of clients who are Somali immigrants, and many of them go to their interviews and have to wait and wait and wait and wait. And some of them had their interviews in like 2017. So it's crazy. And we file these cases all the time. Descreen, I help you. If you want to consult with us and hire us, we would love to try to help you. Here we have Lamy Funbula, our friend on Facebook. I'm a U.S. citizen. My spouse has been no document required administrative processing since September 2022. I just read a generic email October 20, allowing between 1 year and 18 months before contacting them. Lamy, if you're listening, I really, really would love to help you because no one should have to wait 18 months to be in administrative processing. We could definitely help you with that case. That sounds crazy. My email address is joshua@jgoldlaw.com. Reach out to us. Let us know. We'd love to help you. I'm going to go to Instagram right now. We have Deely Pretty. Hi, sir. I'm starting with your team. I love that. I love that. That's great. Here's a question from someone on Instagram. Says, hey, Josh, in DS 160 for question, do you know anyone in the U.S.? I marked as yes. I know my employer as an employer. Is that any concern? I'm not really sure what question you're talking about. I'm not really sure what question you mean on the DS 2016. I'd love to help you with that. Do you know anyone in the U.S.? Not sure. All right, let's go down. All right, here's a great question. Fabiola Hinojosa. Currently, I have a lawsuit with you guys. Consulate filed a motion to dismiss. It's dreadful, but we're hanging in there. Fabiola, this topic today is perfect for you. The motion to dismiss. Don't get stressed out about it. Don't get worried about it. We've got your back. We got you all the way. We're gonna file a great response to the motion to dismiss. We don't charge extra at this point, at least. We don't charge extra to respond to motions to dismiss. I'm gonna fight like hell to help you because I believe in you, and I'm gonna do my best to help you reach your goal. And the motion to dismiss, it's not a big deal. I mean, I talk to the U.S. attorneys. Sometimes they'll ask for an extension. Sometimes they'll ask for a motion to dismiss. But it's nothing. We can fight back and we can win. Don't get discouraged or disappointed. Okay. I tell everyone, trust the process, trust the process, trust the process. Some of our clients get frustrated and discouraged, and they think the lawsuit is magic and that they're going to get approved in a week or 2 weeks. We have had cases like that, but you know, it'll work. It works. It works really, really well. So keep the faith. Okay. Thank you. Adil Salam from Instagram. Thank you so much. I'm going back through Instagram looking for questions. Thank you so much for getting at me and tuning in. Here's one from Uziar Ali. My wife's CR1 visa case DQ date is March 2023, but Islamabad embassy hasn't scheduled her yet. Can you expedite? That would be a case where you can challenge a delay. You can challenge a delay. If they haven't processed your paperwork, you can challenge it. And you should. Let's see. What other questions? Saiful Islam Husil. Why are you not taking any legal action against long-time administrative processing? We have dedicated our entire practice to fighting administrative processing. So that's exactly what we do. Here's another question. If you're in administrative processing or 221G, is it preferable to travel? I'm from Europe and I want to go somewhere else. Or is that any problem since I'm under supervision of the embassy services? They're checking my file. Well, presumably you have your passport. And so I don't see any reason why you couldn't travel. Sometimes extensive travel can make administrative processing longer, or at least that's a concern. We had a client who was a pilot who flew relief missions. He would deliver humanitarian relief to Ethiopia, Somalia, Sudan, South Sudan, all over Africa. And I think that, I mean, this is a speculation on my part, but I think that his extensive travel in these regions may have been a cause of administrative processing. But you have to live your life, travel, get on with it. That's what I think. Here's a question. Are you an immigration agent? No, I'm not an immigration agent. I'm an immigration lawyer. I'm licensed in Massachusetts, New York, California, and in December, I got my license in the state of Washington. So I'm also licensed in the state of Washington, and I'm not an agent though. Elias says, would you please tell me, if possible, the cost of a mandamus lawsuit in your office? Well, every case is different. And before we can get to the cost of any services that we could provide, I'd have to know more about your case to see if we could even help you with this. And we offer free consultations. So there's no reason. You can reach out to us on our website. You can send us an email, and we'd be thrilled to help you out. Here's a question here from a Facebook user. My my F22 category, that is unmarried children of green card holders. I'm only 19. And my case was expedited. What's the possibility of success if I do a lawsuit? I'm waiting 7 months. I would need to know more information about your case before I could tell you what the possibility of success is. Um, but I'd need to know a lot of information. I hope that helps. Um, Here's a question. This is a great question. What is the longest wait time for a result after a lawsuit is filed? Um, well, look, uh, most of the cases that we file lawsuits for are result in people getting approved. Not everyone who hires us gets approved, but most people do. And most of the time, we have people who get approved within a few months, several months. How long is a several months? I would say between 2 and 6 months. Most people get approved 3 or 4 months. Does that mean that if you hire us, you're going to get approved and it's going to take 3 or 4 months? No, you could get approved much quicker than that. You could get denied, or it might take longer than you expect. And we've had disappointing outcomes from time to time. Um, and that's just the way it is, you know? Here's someone, Haider Farouk. Buses are now pulling up at Brooklyn and dropping off illegals. School is closed tomorrow because illegals will be sleeping in the gym. This is disgraceful. New York City is prioritizing illegals. Wow, we have somebody hating on immigrants here in our Instagram. Legal immigrants. Well, I'm a lawyer and I support legal immigrants. Here's a question on Instagram. Is USCIS doing anything in order to fix the backlogs of I-601As? I haven't seen them doing anything. I haven't seen them doing a damn thing to fix the backlog of any of these things. So it's very frustrating. Simba Notice. It says notice explaining USCIS action was mailed. What does that mean? After I sent more evidence that they asked for during the end of COVID. Um, Notice explaining USCIS action. I don't know what that means. It doesn't sound great. If it were approved, it usually says approved. Um, so I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure.